Hello everyone and welcome back. This is the 7th podcast I've uploaded here, and I'm happy to say it's got tens and tens of viewers, and I appreciate you all. I thank everybody for watching, and I hope you continue to do so. I just got back from the bar, so my words might be a little slurred. Things might be a little fuzzy, but I think that's what people like. Normally people like seeing other people in a state of distress of some sort. I think that makes the best videos, right? Like, you don't want to see a guy who's not high, not drunk, talking about politics that don't get any traction. You want to hear about the guy who's really high or who's really drunk going, well, Obama, blah, 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 Trump, blah, 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 Biden is a blah, blah, blah. Those always make the best videos. But while we were at the bar tonight, we were talking about music. Music always comes up because everybody likes music. I like music. My friends like music. But we started talking about what was the best era of music. And that got me thinking that nostalgia is fine. You know, we all have certain times we go back on. And it makes us feel good when we think about them. Different eras, different things. And we're like, oh man, those were the days. And I think that's a good thing. It can give you a little boost every now and again, and nothing wrong with it. But I also think that nostalgia can go too far. And that's what I wanted to talk about here today. Every generation of people always thinks that they're tougher, better, or smarter than the current generation. For some reason, we think the generation we grew up in is somehow far superior to the current one, all right? And we're always trying to tell everybody about it. Like, I'm 57 years old. People of my generation are the ones that post things on Facebook. Like, you know, back in my day, and by the way, that's the key phrase to look for. Back in my day. Whenever you see that, you know that what follows is going to be something romanticizing their experience growing up. All right? But they'll say, back in my day, we didn't have to wear a helmet to ride a bicycle. We didn't wear seatbelts. We could stay out past midnight. We never locked our doors. Our parents let us play with knives and guns. And of course, my generation is the one that thinks they're tougher than everyone else because they somehow survived that. But what they're failing to realize is that, yeah, we could do all those things, but it's only because your parents didn't like you and they didn't care if you died. They didn't care. That's it. There's no other reasonable explanation for letting us get away with the things we did, except if we die, we die. Doesn't matter. And I'm not saying like they never loved you or anything. I'm sure they did. Like when you were a baby, you know, you're just born, you have that cute little wrinkly pug puppy kind of face, you know. Oh, look at the baby, look at the baby. Okay, yeah. They probably loved you then, but something happened between your birth and growing up that changed their minds. And it might not have even been you. Maybe it was. Maybe you were just an asshole. But it could have just been something simple. Your parents are talking one day. Your father says to your mother, I don't know what to do. I don't think we can afford another mouth to feed right now. And your mother says, what are we going to do about it? Your dad had the solution. Happy birthday, son. Here's a gun. Here's a lighter. And here's a box of illegal fireworks. Now you go out back in the woods and knock yourself out. You go back there and you just have fun. After all, you're only 6 years old once. They're just hoping natural selection does this job because, murder is kind of illegal. I mean, when I was growing up, my parents, they let me hitchhike when I was barely a teenager. Hitchhiking, how crazy is that? And I would be gone for days, sometimes a week or more. But whenever I'd come back, they wouldn't look at me with concern or even anger. I'd come in the door and they would just be like, I can't believe he came back again. Why can't we be like those parents whose daughter is still missing? What did we do right? They just didn't care. And my parents never taught me about stranger danger. You guys remember that one? Stranger danger. Yeah, I was never taught about that. The only thing my parents told me about strangers was to call them sir or ma'am. That was it. It was like, go ahead and get into the rape van, but call the guy inside sir so you don't tarnish the family name. We don't want to be known as the rude family. But I think nostalgia can be good in some situations that we can all agree on, like porn. I don't like today's porn. It doesn't have any build-up, it doesn't have any romance, it doesn't have any foreplay. You hit play on a porn video today and everybody is already naked, body parts are slamming together, fluids are flying everywhere, and I'm just like, I haven't even taken off my pants yet. I'm trying to set a mood. What the hell is going on here? And porn today is so violent. It's violent. Like the guys are always choking and slapping and spitting on the girls, and I'm like, oh, I'm not even sure if I'm watching porn or a released video from a crime scene. I'm not even sure. But porn today can teach you about your choices. For instance, I know from watching porn that I will never ever date a woman who has a good-looking stepdaddy. No, because I know what happens once mom leaves and she needs the keys to the car. I've seen that played out thousands of times. It's not for me. That's all I'm saying. So yeah, nostalgia, I think, has its place in society, but we shouldn't be too caught up in it. Because every generation is obviously better than the generation before, right? Whether it's technology, whether it's education, whether it's human rights, we advance as humans, and that's what it's all about. All right, I also want to tell you guys that Sang Lai's over there, as always. Want to come here? Say hello. You don't want to say hello? She does want to say. I think she'll.
Hello.
Yeah, there she is. Sang Lai, and we went to the bar earlier tonight,
Yeah.
and she actually let me have a few beers,
Yeah.
which is weird. She keeps saying yeah because she controls the money, she controls the beer flow. So she let me have a few beers, and now we're back, and we're gonna go out again tomorrow, believe it or not. Oh, the stimulus checks are coming out really, really soon for all my American friends. You'll be getting another $1,400 per person in stimulus money. I haven't received one yet, but I keep getting alerts on my phone from news organizations saying, hey, we've already sent out 100 million of them. And I'm like, how come I'm not one of the 100 million? I don't know.
Bye. Goodbye.
She says goodbye. But I'm going to do some great things with that money. It's not all going to be about alcohol and hookers and the fun stuff. It's going to be about making this better. I want to buy some new microphones. I want to buy some new equipment and get some guests in here. As you can see, the wall behind me, it looks very bare. And the reason for that is because it is very bare. Like if you look at this, there's our kitchen, there's our window, there's our front door. We have a very small apartment. And I like to buy some stuff to kind of spruce it up, make it better for you guys to look at, and all that good stuff. Listen, be sure to check out all my links down below. Any donations you give are very much appreciated. Plus, I want to give a big shout out to aliveshowapp.com. aliveshowapp.com. You can download the app called A Live Show, and you can set up your own 3-minute sets, comedy sets, stand-up comedy sets, right on there. They do them like 3-4 times a day sometimes, every day. They're working very hard to improve it. They're great. The performers are awesome, but even if you don't want to perform, you can jump right in on any of the shows and be in the audience and give your approval, your thumbs up, and your physical laughter, if you choose that route, to the comedian on the screen. It's a very good way to support local comedians and let them know they're doing a good job if you like it. And after the show, after the live shows, they'll stick around and you can talk and you can discuss things and ask questions and all that good stuff. It's a very good app. It's all free and I highly recommend it. I'm going to have some sets on there coming up really, really soon. And I hope you'll come check them out. That's it. I have nothing else to say. I have a few beers left. I'm going to finish those up because you have to pick your priorities. Also, my balls itch, but I am refusing to scratch them right now out of courtesy to you because I'm still recording. You're welcome. All right. So check out all my links down below and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.